Hey y'all, so today I'm going to be talking about anxiety. Did y'all know that over 40 million adults in the United States have anxiety and anxiety disorders, and they just have issues with being anxious? And so I'm going to tell you what anxiety is, the types of anxiety, and the treatments of anxiety. Feeling anxious is very normal. I get very anxious, and giving speeches is hard for me to do. And so I actually have anxiety and I take anxiety medicine for it. And so I'm going to tell you the different types of anxiety disorders. To name a couple disorders, there's generalized anxiety disorder, social anxiety disorder, and panic disorder. And so general anxiety disorder is a constant repeating feeling of worrying about different things, nervousness, and a logical reason behind it. And then panic disorder is characterized by random, frequent panic attacks and the constant fear of another. So social anxiety is whenever people just don't want to be around other people. It makes them really nervous and they have a fear of humiliating themselves and they just can't deal with how they feel. And so they just don't have good relationship with other people. And then next thing I'm going to talk about is what anxiety is and why it's normal. It's important to note that anxiety is completely normal and you may suffer from it occasionally, like giving speeches or meeting new people, going into a new job. Just there's a lot of different ways that you can feel anxious. And so the most important symptom to consider in your anxiety affects your everyday life. If your anxiety is preventing you from living a healthy lifestyle, definitely go speak with a doctor and they'll help you in any way that they can. People suffering from anxiety disorders have fatigue, difficulty sleeping, edginess, and irritability. And then now that we've covered what anxiety is and why it's normal, we'll discuss the treatments of anxiety. So after I named a few symptoms to y'all, do you think that you might have an anxiety disorder? But even if you do, there are many options for treatment. The number one option of anxiety disorder treatment is therapy, which I have done before, and they give you just little ways in order to help you out, like just to calm yourself and different things like that. And then another option in treatment is medication and to work with a therapist. So that's what anxiety is, the types of anxieties, and finally the treatments of anxieties. In summary, the future remains optimistic for those who struggle with anxiety. Doctors are very confident that what they are doing is helping people. It obviously is if they keep doing it, and they just hope to bring relief to families and the people who are affected by this disorder.